So what we discussed yesterday? So we discussed on the configuration settings, the initial settings, right? The enterprise structure settings. So we understood what is company code, and also assignment between company and company code. Okay, these are the three steps here. Business area, consolidation business area, and assignment of business areas to the consolidation business area. And also we understood what is the fiscal year variant in SAP. Okay, and assignment of fiscal variant to company code. So fiscal year variant is nothing but it's a financial. You are defining your financial year for the company code. And posting periods, so yearly in 1 year we have 12 normal periods and 4 special periods. Normal periods are used for posting the transactions, whereas special periods also which are used for posting the transactions, but they are used for the year end for posting adjustment entries. Usually after auditing you can see some transactions, some adjustments. Field status variant, this field status variant which controls the fields, okay, while posting the transactions. For example, if you want the text field as mandatory, or if you want the text field as optional, or if you want to hide that field, so we can control such options from the field status variant. And also chart of accounts. So chart of accounts is a hierarchy for the GL accounts. So hierarchy level you will see the chart of accounts, and then after under chart of accounts you will see different account groups. So definitely from the accounting perspective, depends upon the business requirement, we'll define the different account groups. Okay, assets, liabilities, and so on. And we assign the chart of accounts to the company code. Account groups, as I mentioned earlier, we define different account groups as per the client requirement. Return earning account. Someone is knocking the door. So hi. So return earning account is return earning account is an account where you transfer your balances, PL balances to the balance sheet to the return earning account. It's a year-end activity. We have separate one program which executes the carry forward the balances. Okay. Now till here we have understood yesterday from the company to till return earning account. Any questions from these basic settings? From the enterprise structure settings and global settings. Any questions from here?
Sir, here
Hmm.
I did practice till field status variant, but there I could get that error, error not error, like the screen locked by someone, some
Ha.
other
So
thing.
if the screen is getting locked, they can use the transaction code SM12. Okay. So I'll just write it here. If you want reference, you can utilize it. SM12 to unlock the screen. You have to
Right,
delete the
but
entries. Okay.
okay,
SM12, you have to delete the entries. But in real time, you are not going to do this activity because it will be, in case if you see someone has locked the screen, just you have to ping him and ask him to come out from the screen.
okay,
Fine.
okay,
Any other question? So be clear with the each and every setting, okay? Otherwise, it will be very difficult. Don't do anything blindly, okay? Just try to understand the concept, do the configuration setting in the system. So I hope everything is clear till now here. So now understand the accounting principles. So accounting principles, in the name itself, it is their principles, right? So across all over the world we have different accounting principles. In India we use tax accounting principles, right? We use Indian accounting standards. Like in other countries we use, for example, some European gap, general accepted accounting principles, Dutch gap, US gap, United States US gap. So what are these accounting principles? So we don't post the transactions as it is. I mean, we don't, there should be some certain formulas, right? So there's certain conditions, certain regulations. So why we are debiting stationary expenses, and why we are crediting the cash or bank account? So we are following the some rules here. So similarly for even accounting principles also it will state. So for example, if you consider asset accounting in India, so we have certain conditions here. On assets you have to calculate depreciation on a certain on a fixed percentage, on a particular percentage, and if you have to specify the percentage. Okay. So what I mean to say is you will not post as it, I mean, on your own. Okay, you have to follow the process as per the accounting principles to update your accounts, books of accounts. Okay. So here under, so this is your first setting, accounting principle. So usually in India, we'll be creating one the main accounting principle, and we have other accounting principle like local tax. I mean, sorry, tax accounting principle. Not only this, it depends upon the client requirement also. If the client says I want group reporting as a accounting principle, yes, we'll create as a group reporting. So we can create as many as accounting principles based on the client requirement. Okay. So let us try to understand. I'll just put it here. Missiles. So in SAP, these accounting principles are called ledgers in SAP. Ledgers. Okay. So mandatorily, we need one, definitely one leading ledger. This is one main ledger. Main leading ledger. Okay. Main leading ledger. This is primary ledger in SAP. And you can create, for example, just understand this is your Indian accounting standards, this is your main ledger. I want to create one more ledger as local accounting principle for the local requirements, or you can say tax ledger. So suppose for example T1, I can write it as tax ledger. This is called non-leading ledger. Okay. This is leading ledger. So at least in, for your company code, you should create at least one leading ledger. Anyhow, by default, SAP already provided the 0L ledger. You have to assign the company code to 0L. You can create as many as non-leading ledgers, nothing but accounting principles. So this is called ledger. Okay, this is the description, ledger description. Okay, these are the different types, like as I mentioned, leading, non-leading ledger, and this is called accounting principle. This is for the tax gap, general accepted accounting principles or the tax. So each country will have their own accounting principles. So when I was working for one of the client, they have created a Dutch gap. So I was working for a client IKEA Dutch gap. This is main leading ledger. So they have one tax gap also. This is for the tax requirement, non-leading ledger. Okay, sorry. And they also have local requirement, local gap. This is also non-leading ledger. So we need to define some identifications. As I mentioned, this is a prerequisite. SAP already provided the one leading ledger, which is 0L, and this is you can create on your own identification, two character identification T1, and this is L1. L means local, T means tax. So this is what I have created for one of the client. Any questions here? Understanding what is the accounting principle, ledger description, and types, different types. Okay. Now we need to proceed and start creating the settings in the system. So accounting principles, SPRO, IMG, financial accounting, global settings, ledgers. So you can see here parallel accounting, define accounting principles. Okay. So I'm just defining here accounting principles. You can just follow the setting here, accounting principles. Then Define settings for ledgers and currency types. So I'm row number 21. I'm defining it now. 21. So let us, since this is a end user system, I mean, like us, many of the users are working on the system, right? So they have created some hundreds of gaps here. So let us create our own gap. What is our company code? Anyone remember what is our company code?
TA98.
Yep.
Tier 1.
So TA, I'll put it as TA and IA, which is it's a 4 character alphanumeric key. I can't enter more than this. So TIS, this is for the TA tax purpose. Okay. So we'll see if it is not accept, if someone is using the same, then we'll change the description. So this is TA, just for identification. This is for which in Indian accounting standards. And here also you can get tax. Okay, two accounting principles. I'm just creating it. Save. We'll see. Luckily, so here. So as I mentioned yesterday, each and every configuration setting will be saved under customizing request. This is a TR where the data is stored, where the settings are stored. Later, base system will move changes from development to quality, quality to production by using this reference. So I'll change my TR here own request, because since we already created yesterday one setting, we'll change the setting here. So Control F. So ours was 98, right? Something 98, right? Yep. This is what we have defined. So it is searching by TA98. Okay. So just double click here. So after us also someone has created 4 5 company codes. So we created a TI. So I'll just copy these two. Okay, I can't copy because this is in the different system. Okay. So TAIA and TATA. So what we have defined? TAIA and TATA. One is for the IS, one is for the tax. Okay, this is what defined. This is your accounting principle. This is your description. We'll see. So come back to the next setting. So what is the next setting here? Define settings for ledgers and currency types. Now for these settings, we need to define. You have to mention to the system that what is this ledger. Like I have to specify, right? We have to create ledgers here. Okay. And also mentioned here currency types. So this ledger belongs to which currency, this ledger belongs to which, I mean basically what are the currencies are applicable for this ledger, what are the currencies are applicable for this ledger. Just imagine, so you have company in abroad also, US also. Okay, so Tata has n number of branches across the world. So if you want to report in different, for example, for the tax related accounting principle, if you think I want the reporting in different currencies like USD dollar, Japanese yen, Indian currency also. So 3 currencies. So I need to attach 3 currencies to this ledger. Okay. But at least we'll try to create couple of currencies. So here we'll go back to the setting. So this is the first setting. So this is done. So come back here, go back to the um, so ledgers, under ledger. So here under ledger, earlier we have done this one, parallel accounting. We defined that setting, accounting principles. Now under ledger, the first setting, define settings for ledgers and currency types. This is something changed from ECC to S4 also. So in ECC we have only 2 parallel currencies, but in S4 HANA system we can create as many as accounting principles, and also you can create as, I mean there is a restriction for the currencies. You can create up to maximum 10 currencies, including your company code currency and controlling area currency. I'll show you. So these are the different again. So you will not see in real time. In real time, you will see one or two or three max. But since this is a training system, so you are able to see 53, which are created by different users. So don't get confused. Okay. So this is your standard ledger provided by SAP by default. Standard ledger provided by SAP, which is also called leading ledger. These are non-leading ledgers. Now leading ledger, select your 0L, click on company code. On the left side, you can see different settings are there. Company code settings for the ledger. Double click here. Okay, double click here. Now, so but as I mentioned, this is coming by default. So whenever you, if anyone creates new company code, automatically that company code will update in this ledger. Go to the position. What is the position? Sorry, what is the company code? TA98. So select your Tata Chemicals 98. See, it came by default. And the currency type, it came from your company code currency, which is 10 INR. So by default, it is copying from the company code itself. So 10 is your company code currency. Our company code currency we defined yesterday as INR. So this will come only when we start doing some configuration settings from the controlling area. We'll define those settings also, which is mandatory. So other than these two currencies, we have freely defined currencies 8 are there. So total 8 currencies are there. Okay, I'll double click here. Okay, so just continue. So this is coming your from your configuration. We already defined financial variant as 98 something, right? At the same, this also we had given some TA98 as identification for the posting period variant. Okay, we'll come back and assign the accounting principles later, or it's okay, fine. We can just either you can enter here or you can enter here. Accounting principles for ledger and company codes. Double click here. We already defined the main leading ledger as IS, right? TAIA, right? This is what we defined. Why this is, yep. See, this is on Indian Accounting Standards, Tata Chemical, press enter. So it gives the description here. Click on save. You'll get n number of warning messages. Just ignore the warning messages. If at all, if you see some red color messages, then if you see any errors, then you have to rectify the errors. Otherwise, system will not take you to the next step. Okay, this is one accounting principle. Come back. So we assigned system by default it has the company code has been assigned to the leading ledger. We assigned only accounting principle here for this leading ledger. Now we need to define one more non-leading ledger. So we need some identification here. Okay, just tax T9 because 98 is our company code, right? So this is for the tax. Okay, so this is don't change anything else. Press enter. So select this. After pressing enter, you will get this checker box will get enabled. Click here, click on company code. So you don't have any entries here. So this is one accounting principle. We need to assign the company code. So company code is TA98, and this is you have to select your relevant one. So this is ours April to March 4 special periods. This is what defined for our company code TA98. Select your relevant one. Okay, double click accounting principle. What is the accounting principle we defined for another one for the tax TA? Press enter. So what I have done, I had given one identification for the non-leading ledger, which is for the tax accounting principle as a T9. It's an identification. You can create your own. I send a company code. Under company code, I send the accounting principle also. Click on save. So what are the parameters we are assigning here? There was a question in the interview. Okay, so this ledger group T9 has been created with ledger T9. So by default, system will create automatically one ledger group for the non-leading ledger. So when I come back here, so what are the, so there was a question in one of the interview. Okay, so they were asking what are the parameters we assign for ledger. So these are the different two parameters. Of course, we assign a fiscal variant, posting period variant, accounting principle, and the different currencies. That's the answer. Okay. So any questions on these two ledgers? Any questions? So this will get updated only after configuring the controlling settings. We'll do the settings, those settings also today. Any questions on these two settings, 21 and 22?
No.
Yep. Okay. So now we defined accounting principles, we defined ledgers also. Right now we need to assign ledgers to the accounting principles. We already assigned it, but we'll see if at all if it is coming there also in another transaction. So come back here. So just close this one. Come back to the parallel accounting again. So this is your third step. Assign accounting principle to ledger groups. Go to the position. What is our accounting principle? TAIA, Indian Accounting Standards, created for 98 company code. So it's not there. Click on new entries. So accounting principle is TAIA, and this is your target ledger group is 0L. Okay, press enter, and this is another one, TA. Right? This is your, sorry, this one, tax. So this one what we defined, T9, right?
Is
Yes,
it reverse?
T9.
Is it reverse? Ledger group TA.
Yep. Tell me, sir. What is reverse, sir?
I thought it is in place of accounting principle 0L and T9.
No, sir. This is your
Okay.
accounting principle identification. We define
Okay.
identifications, right? These are the two
Okay.
identifications. These are the two accounting principle identifications. Accounting principle description. So
Okay.
this is your ledger. 0L. What we define? T9.
TA T9. Okay.
Okay. This is what we define. If you want, I can mention here. But here the description for this one, because since it is 0L, so it's not showing here. But if you want change, it's better not to change because this is a standard provided description.
Okay.
Okay. Click on save. So we configured three settings now, right? One is accounting principle, then we went to ledger. We defined of course SAP already provided leading ledger, but we assigned accounting principle for the leading ledger, and also we defined one more non-leading ledger for the tax purpose. So those two ledgers are assigned to the accounting principles in the third step. So first, second, third one, come back to the configuration sheet. So this is what defined it today. I mean 21, 22, 23. I hope there is no question here.
No.
Okay. Now we need to define. Now these settings comes from the controlling area. Okay. These are the mandatorily required. Okay. So what is controlling area? Anyone? Any idea? So we are learning financial accounting, right? We are learning financial accounting. We are learning some GL, and we'll be learning accounts payable in detail, accounts receivable in detail, right? Asset accounting in detail. Okay, we'll be learning banking also in detailed. These are the different areas we'll be learning under financial accounting. But there are people who will, I mean, CO is another module in SAP, controlling module, management, which is called management accounting module. Okay, CO. So this is your external reporting. FI is nothing but external reporting, right? When I say external reporting, you will be reporting to the government, you will be reporting to the shareholders, you will be reporting to the tax authorities, and so on. But whereas CO, it is internal reporting only for taking management decisions. So cost accountants, chartered accountants, and so on, senior managers, senior accountants. So they will do the analysis. What kind of analysis they will do? Of course, definitely to reduce the cost of a product and take the decisions accordingly. So they'll take management decisions here and they try to give some inputs to the company. But on what basis they will analyze? They will give the decisions. So in CO we have many models are there. Okay. So earlier cost element accounting was part of controlling, but now it is part of financial accounting. Cost center accounting, CCA, cost center accounting, and PCA, profit center accounting, and we have internal orders. We have COPA, profitability analysis. We have material ledger, and also we have product costing and activity based costing. This is something, see, in the market out of 100 profiles you can see 95% profiles on the financial accounting area, not on this controlling area, because it is little tricky, little interpretation level areas. You should have some little costing knowledge. Okay, even though if you don't have, it's fine, but you should understand the concepts very clearly. This is bookkeeping. This is something related to your reporting and interpretation, analytical perspective. So these are the different tools which help you out with the reports. Now, I'll give a very simple example. Just imagine the cost of a pen is something around, okay, for manufacturing okay, to I mean to produce a pen, from the manufacturing cost I'm talking about. Okay, I need some 6 rupees, 6 rupees related to cost related expenses to manufacture a pen. Now I will include 2 rupees as profit here. What is my sales value? What is my sales value here? Sorry, 2 rupees I said, right? So what is my sales
Yes,
value?
eight
8
rupees
rupees.
sales.
Okay. Now just imagine, if I mean if the management takes decisions to reduce this cost, can increase the profit.
Yes,
So imagine this has reduced to 5 rupees. Now obviously the profit will go up, right? Which is 3 rupees. So reducing the cost, I mean taking management decisions. How, on what basis you will take the decisions? You need some reports, right? That's the reason we have controlling, management accounting. We have different kind of reports, different kind of tools in controlling module, management accounting module. So again, very few are there in the market like teaching controlling module in depth. It will take something around 5 to 6 months again, this one. Okay, not only this, we have any I mean in the market we see some group reporting also, and we have PAPM also, profitability analysis, performance management, group reporting. Many are there like this reporting tools. So the conclusion is we need this model for taking decisions, for the management decisions. Now each and every, so how you get the reports then, until unless you link between financial accounting and controlling. So when I post accounts payable as a vendor invoice, supplier invoice, so system has to update your management accounting also. Then only I can take reports, right? So it has to. That's the reason. But why we need controlling now? To, we need reports. How you get the reports? The data has to transfer from here to here. Then only I will get the reports here. So definitely some link should be there between financial accounting and controlling. That's the reason now we are defining the mandatorily we need to define controlling area settings. Row number 24. This is mandatory again. So the transaction is okay KP, but we'll go via path. Close this one. So this is a financial accounting. Now you can see here controlling. Controlling is nothing but management accounting. So general controlling, under general controlling, organization. So maintain controlling area. So we need one identification, like we defined the company code, all those things, right? In the controlling area also we need one hierarchy area called controlling area. So maintain controlling area, continue. So here again we need to define one controlling area with identification. New entries, controlling area, you can give the same thing, some identification. Okay, name controlling area for TA98. So if we have only one usually, so every company has multiple legal entities, not one company code, right? Even Tata, Reliance, you take any company, almost in case if you start one company in future, definitely will increase one, you will try to implement one more legal entity also, right? One more company code also. So definitely it should be cross company code cost accounting. So controlling, it will give you reports based on the cross, I mean, it's a combination of all the company codes, it's a cross company code cost, it is called as cross company code cost accounting. Okay, if you decide you have only one company code, then in that case you'll have one controlling area. Controlling area same as company code. Okay, but 99.9% in the real time we define with cross company code cost accounting, keeping future in mind. So in case in the company extends the new businesses, new entities, definitely they need this one, cross cross company cost accounting. Anyhow, the identification for our just to remember, I had given as TN98. Okay, so currency type. So okay, since when I say cross company code, right, what does it mean? Across the world you have the companies, across the world you have the legal entities, you are doing business in the all over the world. So I'm expecting some group reporting. This is mandatorily used usually, again it's mostly it is used group currency here. So by default when I select group currency, system automatically getting this 30 currency. Okay, and chart of accounts, what is our chart of accounts? We define one chart of accounts, right? TA98. Yeah, operating chart of accounts TA98. Fiscal variant we defined as 98, I think. Yes, that's also correct. 98. Cost center standard hierarchy. So we have one area called cost center accounting. What is cost center accounting? Cost center is a department. Okay, cost center is a department. For example, you purchased some stationery materials. Okay, so stationery materials, and you what do you say, stationery materials. Okay, you're debiting your stationery expenses and crediting, either you're making payment via cash or via check. Okay, you're debiting and crediting, but this is expenses, right? You're booking against which department? Are you booking against HR department, or you're booking against your administration department? So you have to specify what is your department, you are booking against which department, or you are booking your stationery materials against your accounting department or sales department, purchase department, logistics department, against which department you are booking this material, this cost. So you have to specify the cost center. Okay, so cost center, I want to update this material for the HR department. So this way the values are going to the cost center accounting under management accounting, so you'll get cost center reports. Okay, now in the configuration we need one hierarchy for the cost center. So CC, some just some identification. Okay, TA98. What is CCH? Cost center standard hierarchy. CCH, cost center standard hierarchy. Okay, so this is, just press enter. So when I press enter, you will get this pop-up. So as of now, we have not created. I'm asking system to create the standard hierarchy as CCH TN. Click on yes. So that has been created. Click on save. Yes. So system is saving the details here in our TR. Just okay, so ignore this message. Okay, just ignore the message. It's a warning message, someone has enabled something. This is related to version. So We have defined basic details for the controlling area. So what are the basic details? We assigned um, chart of accounts, financial fiscal year variant, and also cost center standard hierarchy, chart of accounts and fiscal year variant. These are two important. Of course, standard hierarchy. And also we assigned a currency type, which is 30, group currency and currency, cross company code, controlling area identification. In case if your company has only one company code, you can select this one. So it will be the same. Controlling area is equal to company code. But suggestible, just to create it as it is. Whatever I have created, you can also create as it is, because this is what it is used in the real time. I had not seen in my entire experience, I had not seen the creating with this one, this option, because every company has multiple company codes. Now come back to the next. On the left side, you can see activate components, new entries. So you have to specify from which financial year to from which financial you want to activate the controlling area. I want to activate from 2025. Okay, at the time at the beginning of the implementation itself, the controlling consultants, CO consultants will decide what are the areas they want to activate it. So they will activate the areas, cost centers. Yes, I want this area. Activity type, I want this area. Component, I want this area. They will mention very clearly what are the different areas they want to activate, they want to use. Okay, so I'm just activating few things here. You can also do the same thing. If you don't activate also, it's okay, but just make sure you activate a cost centers and order management also, and activity type. So click here, click on save, ignore the message. So in real time, who will be doing this one? CO consultant will be doing this one. All these settings will be done by CO consultant. Assignment of company codes. Click on new entries. So now you have to specify what are the different legal entities are under this main company. Okay. So as of now, we have only one company. In case in future, if you are adding one more legal entity, yes, definitely have to assign the company code here. Save. So now in our ledger configuration, that earlier the 30 was not added. Now system has added this 30 currency type also. Currency type 30 added as additional FI currency for company code TA98. Okay, continue. So in the ledgers, 30 currency type also added. Let us go and check there. Press enter. Continue. Any questions on this basic data? Activating the components and assignment of company codes. Okay, close this one. We updated this one. So just if you want to see the ledger part, you can see global settings. Under global settings, I see ledger here. Define settings for ledgers and currency types. So here position. Okay, you can see 0 is here only. Select here company code. Go to our company code. So our company code is TA98. So TA98 also updated currency. Double click here. You can see the currency has been assigned here. Sorry, this one, second currency. So two currencies. So whenever you post any accounting transaction, system will update in your local currency INR. Also, system will update your value in USD also. The currency translation is required here between INR and USD. If I, so for example, just imagine I posted some stationery expenses. Okay. So we need some currency translation, definitely for 30 reporting currency USD. So I need to mention $1 is equal to some 85 rupees. So system, if I post with $1, system will update in INR 85. Or if I post some 85 rupees here, system will update as $1 in USD based on the exchange rate configuration or exchange rate maintenance. That we'll see that we have separate topic on that one. So basically it will update in different currencies now, INR and as well as group currency 30, which is USD. So this is already updated. It will get updated for the another non-leading ledger also. So what is the another non-leading ledger? What is the identification we had given? T9, right? Yes, tax accounting principles. I'll just give some identification here. I can't. Company code. I need to change in the accounting principles, not here. No company code area assigned to the TN, but global currency ledger. What is this one? I'm seeing for the first time. No CO area assigned to the company code TN80 but global currency ledger in T9. There is no controlling area assigned to company code TN98 or no currency type configured in the controlling area. Already defined. Therefore, the currency type of the global currency KSL must be empty for all the ledgers. In ledger T9, there is a currency. Ignore for now. We'll see. So it has been updated here. Currency USD. Now, I want to tell you one important, very important in the real time. What happens when you define? Okay, click on yes. I think yes is not done earlier. Continue. Continue. Okay, here when you controlling setting, right? So here just make sure that controlling under controlling area. So our controlling area also TN98. Very important is double click here. You will get the basic data here. So this currency should be equal to the another transaction currency. Okay, slash O S double C4, which is client level currency. Okay, when I say client level, this is your client 100, the configuration client. So 100 level currency also it should be USD here. So these settings will be done by who will be doing this setting? This will be done by basis team. Initial they will create the different clients for testing one client, one configuration one client, quality one client. So okay, you will have different clients here. But since this is a training server, you have only one client for the configuration testing. Everything will be doing under 100. Now, since we created controlling area, company code, everything under 100, I'm expecting controlling area currency is equal to this client level currency also same. If at all, in case in real time, if you want INR, if you want controlling area currency as INR, then you should ask your base system to maintain INR currency here. Okay. So I'm repeating again, your controlling area currency and client level currency should be same. If at all, if there is a difference, then definitely you'll see a number of errors. You can't do any postings at all. Okay, that is mandatory. So go back to the configuration sheet where we are. So we defined controlling basic settings also. Now this is a versions, maintain versions. So versions is something from the controlling perspective, from the management accounting perspective. So this is your actual, right? Your actual profit is 3, your actual sales value is 8, your actual cost is 5. So this is actual related. Okay, but in controlling they'll have some plan versions also, some planning. So your cost might be some, you will plan. So the cost of this plane will be something around 7 rupees, and I'm expecting profit some 1 rupee. My total cost will be sales value will be some 8 rupees. So this is something planned values. Okay, this is actual. So difference between plan and actual, you will get the variance. So this is also some kind of reports where you can see the variance between plan and actual. Variance is nothing but difference between actual and plan. So to have these planned values, okay, so we have where SAP has provided standard versions. Maintain versions. Close this controlling. Okay, here we have maintain versions. Click on maintain versions. So we'll copy the standard version, which is 0. See here, plan and actual versions. So depends again based on the client requirement. The CO consultant will define the different versions here. See, just click on controlling area settings. Okay, select your 0 version. Click on settings for each fiscal year. So see here, controlling area. This is not our controlling area. Someone is working at the same similar. I mean, simultaneously, some other person has created controlling area. It is not showing our controlling area. How to change our controlling area? Go to Not showing here. Come back. It has to show. So you see under extras, it is second one, set controlling area. So have to set the controlling area to TN98. Press enter. So under extras, you have controlling area. Now we are in TN98 controlling area. Select this one, click on controlling area settings. So I have selected version 0 and double click on control area settings. Again select version 0, click on settings for each fiscal year. You have to double click every time. So this version, double click here 2025. So basically my controlling area is applicable from 2025. Okay, so I need some planning also. Okay, but these are like from the management accounting perspective. Don't do any changes, just keep it as it is, click on save. So do you want to execute change version? This is a something new. In ECC, we don't have this option. So system is executing your version in the background. In S4 HANA system, we have to execute the program. Yes. Click on LP01 is a output device name, printer name. Click on continue. Click on continue. This is some technical thing. So here we are in the job. So job has been scheduled. Click on execute. You can see some version related has been. See here. King TKA7. So TA98. This has been finished. The job has been successfully completed for the versions. So again, you have to open the screen. SPRO, IMG, controlling, and under controlling, you will see general controlling. Under general controlling, here you can see the versions. Click on version. Zero version, click on controlling area settings, select your zero version, click on settings for each fiscal year. So here double click on 2025. So I just activated planning, copying allowed, and that's it. Okay, don't do any changes. Basically, I'm expecting for your controlling area version 0 with financial year 2025. That's it. These three areas need to be there. Whether you activate or deactivate, just keep it as it is. So we are good with the controlling setting with version also we completed. So this is again new one, 26th one. So in ECC we don't have this functionality. We need to assign your ledger for the CO version. Only for leading, that has to be assigned to the leading ledger. So define ledger for CO version. So this is again mandatory setting. Go to the new entries. So your controlling area is TN98. Your version is 0 and ledger is so 0L is a standard ledger, leading ledger. It should be always 0L because it is leading ledger. Click on save. So what we are doing here is you are linking your controlling area and version and leading ledger. Basically three you are linking together. Indirectly your company code is assigned to the controlling area, right? So we defined controlling basic settings, versions, and also we assigned ledger for CO version. We have one more controlling area setting, which is for the profit center. Earlier we have assigned cost center accounting, right, while defining basic data. Now we need to assign profit center accounting, but we have a separate setting here, controlling settings for profit center accounting. So close this one, come back to the profit center, last profit center accounting, basic settings, set controlling area. So this is already, our controlling is already by default it is set only, right? Click on save, so it will keep as it is. Controlling area settings for the profit center accounting, maintain controlling area settings. We are under profit center. Okay, so here, so screens are not coming immediately, I don't know why. Okay, so standard hierarchy. So here also we need to give some PCA underscore something, some identification for the profit center accounting. So profit center currency type, you have to select currency type profit center currency. Confirm. So you have to give currency as its It's up to you. Whatever the currency you want to give, you can give, but you have to maintain the exchange rates. If you are giving some other currency, then you have to maintain the exchange rates. Store transaction currency, activate indicator. Why this is not showing? No. Okay, whatever the parameters I've entered, standard hierarchy, profit center local currency type, which is 90, profit center local currency is INR. Okay, local currency it is. So INR, and activated the indicator. Of course, activated the store transaction currency. So one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 5 parameters has been entered here. Click on save. Okay, if you click on display here, so it will show clearly. I mean, display mode it is showing very clear. In the edit mode, it is the values are getting. I don't know. They are like. I mean, well, these descriptions are getting hidden, getting suppressed. So what we defined till now, we define all these 4 settings. Any questions from here? Row number 21 to 27. Any questions? Is it interesting or boring? Yep.
Interesting only, but moving fast.